Hello, good morning everyone.
Good morning, sir.
I'm not sir. Wait 1 minute. आमिर बोलो. नहीं अभी पढ़ा रहे हैं. अभी क्लास में.
ओ वहाँ हो पढ़ने गए हो?
हाँ.
कितना टाइम लगेगा आने में?
1 घंटे में आ जाएंगे 10 बजे तक.
चल ठीक है, तब लेट हो जाएगा तो चल ठीक.
ठीक. Sorry guys. So today's topic is boiler. Okay. So let's start with classification. What are the classification of boiler? Anyone?
So it's classified into two types: water tube boilers and smoke tube boilers.
Okay. And anyone?
I guess fire tube boilers and smoke type boilers are same, right?
Yeah, these are the boilers. Ajinkye, Wagle, Vishal, Deepak, anyone? Whatever you know, you can speak.
Sir, moreover, they are classified into multi-tube boilers. Means in a fire tube and water tube. If they have multi-tube, then you can classify it into multi-tube or in single tube boiler.
Yeah. Actually, I am not, sir. I am also a student like you.
Okay.
So the classification of boiler is based on 3 to 4 types. Based on 3 to 4 types. First is based on positions, horizontal, vertical, and inclined boiler. So these are the first. So but in inclined boiler, so the position of boiler will be vertical, but the tube is inclined. So don't confuse in when we say inclined boiler, it does not mean the boiler is inclined. The tube inside the boiler will be inclined, but the boiler vertical, stay vertical position. Second, water tube and fire tube boiler, and single tube, multiple tube, forced circulation, natural circulation boiler, and internal fire and external fire boilers. Uh, these are the classification of boilers, and stationary and portable boiler also. So question is, what is forced circulation and what is natural circulation? What does it mean, forced circulation and natural circulation? Hi Sanjay.
Hi.
Hi bro. So bro, do you want to answer what is forced circulation boiler and natural circulation boiler?
Natural circulation boiler is that boiler in which the water circulate because of the temperature difference and density difference.
And force?
I don't know what is this forced circulation.
So forced circulation means, for example, this is a boiler, and for example, this is a boiler, and this is a boiler, and if the feed water is here, so it will automatically reach feed water into the boiler. This is called natural circulation. If we put the feed water here, we need to add some pump to feed the water into the boiler. So that is forced circulations. So the only difference is.
Okay.
So next question is types of boiler. Before we discussed classification, so pump are classified on the basis of positions and tubes, etc. And now types of boiler, the boiler names.
Cochrane boiler, Cornish boiler, locomotive boiler, Lamont boiler.
Yeah, these are the boilers. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Boiler mountings. What are the boiler mountings?
The boiler mountings are safety valve, water level gauge glass, feed check valve, boiler blowdown valve, scum valve, steam stop valve, low water level shutdown or fusible plug, air vent cock, steam pressure gauge.
Yeah, these are the mountings. Sanjay, whenever you give the mountings name, na, so try to give in the sequence way from from bottom to above and down. In this way, so you will not miss
Okay.
any
Okay.
mountings. So let's discuss one by one. What is a feed check valve? Why everyone is silent? Whatever you know, please try to speak.
Sir, feed check valve is used to regulate the supply of water, which is pumped into the boiler.
Yeah, it's used to feed the water into the boiler. So how many feed check valves are there?
I think one.
Inside the feed check valve, there are two valves.
Yeah, two valves.
Okay.
So why we use two valves?
If one valve get damaged as a precaution, the second one is used.
Yeah. Actually, we call it auxiliary or standby, we can say. And we use two feed check valve in case one is damaged. So other can use come in use. Um, so there are two types of valve. One is a screw valve and second is non-return valve. So what happens is whenever the pump is when it prevent the escaping of steam or water whenever the pump pressure goes down or the pump stop. That's why we use two valve. It prevent the escaping of steam and water back to the valve. So that's why to use. And in case we want to repair, so uh, the first there is a non-return valve and above have a screw valve. So in case the non-return valve is need to be repaired for 10 to 15 minutes. So while operating, so screw valve is screwed, so it the steam and water will not return back. So at that time we can repair the our non-return valve. So that's why we use two. And next question is okay. Whenever you have question in that, you can ask in between. Second is water level indicator. Why we use water level indicator?
So water level indicator is used to understand the level of water inside the boiler. Uh, These indicators are usually fixed in front of the steam boiler.
Yeah, front of the chamber. And we use two water level indicator. Why we use two water level indicator?
It actually indicates the level of water inside the boiler, right?
Yeah, we use two water level indicator. Why we need two? There,
If one goes, I mean, if one goes wrong, we can actually match the readings of the two so that uh, the water level does not go below the
yeah,
desired range.
yeah. If dirt will enter into the water level indicator in one, so we can take the reading from the another indicators, and we can compare the level of water with it with both. Okay, and next is a pressure gauge. Use of pressure gauge.
To measure the pressure of steam inside the boiler.
What is the
To measure the pressure of steam inside the boiler.
to measure the pressure inside the boiler? Yeah, correct. And we can add 2 point. We use certified pressure gauge, not low quality of, you know, certified pressure gauge we use. And the name of pressure gauge is what?
Burden pressure gauge.
Yeah, burden tube pressure gauge we use. Next is safety valve. What is the use of safety valve
Sir,
and why we use to?
sir, is there any particular reason why we use Gordon type pressure gauge?
Mm, I don't know exactly what are the reasons, but maybe the it's a good quality of pressure gauge. That's why it is used.
Okay, sir.
Warden times means like this is the face of the boiler. Sorry, pressure gauge, and just U-shaped.
Okay,
The U-shaped. That's like a Warden tube pressure gauge.
okay, sir.
Why we use of safety valve and why we use two safety valve?
So use of a safety valve is basically to relieve the excess amount of pressure,
Yeah, to release the excess amount of pressure. But why we
and
use
it is
mhm,
located near to steam boiler steam drum.
on the top of the you can say.
Yes, top of the.
And why we use two safety valve? Actually, safety valve is used to prevent the accident on human life, or also human lives to prevent. That's why we use safety valve is very important. So we use two. Why we use two safety valve?
If one got failed, then another can relieve the pressure because boiler is one of the most expensive and one of the most dangerous
Yeah,
machinery in the on the ship. So we take what we can say. We have spare parts for the safety mountings for the boiler because we cannot afford the any damage to the boiler.
yeah. Actually, we can't rely only on single because this is very expensive and the human life also matter. So that's why use two safety valve. So we can take as an example. For example, the working pressure of boiler is 16 bar. So the first valve will open. For example, the working pressure is 15 bar. So if the pressure reaches to the 16 bar, the first safety valve will open and release the excess pressure. In case of malfunctioning, and the first valve is not working, the second valve will open 16.5, means the difference between is the both safety valve is 0.5 bar. So if the 16 will not open, then 16.5 will open. So that's why we use two safety valve with different pressure in a set. And this, what is fusible plug?
Sir, it is used to put off the fire in the boiler when in case the water inside the boiler is getting
You are not audible, Deepak. Please try to speak again.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible now.
Sir, it is used to put off the fire in the boiler when if the water level in the boiler came to an unsafe limit.
Yes. Okay. Can you explain more how it fuse and put off the fire of the furnace?
Because when we normally we use a fusible plug, the material is an alloy of tin or lead. It actually melts at a temperature of 232 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, actually, fusible plugs always stay inside the deep inside the water. When the
May I say
water,
that
yeah, you can.
fusible plugs are usually found submerged in the water level, submerged below the water level. If the water level goes below the safe limit, the top part of the plug will be get exposed to the steam. So when it get exposed to the steam, the temperature level, the maximum temperature level of the fusible plug will be about 236 degrees Celsius, and it get melts. And the melting of this fusible plug paves ways for the water to the boiler and to the furnace, and it shut off the fire in the furnace. That's why it stops the working of the boiler.
Yeah, correct. And the next one thing is mm, air vent cock. What is the use of air vent cock?
Sir, it is used to release the air from the boiler while filling the water inside the boiler.
What happen if we
And
not?
also it used to uh, while removing the water from the boiler, while emptying the boiler, right?
What happen if we not remove air?
If we not remove air while filling the boiler, it may react with, we know air contains oxygen and carbon dioxide, such gases. If we not remove air, what happens is that it may react with water and forms
Corrosion.
pitting corrosion and some other corrosion. And if we do not open the air vent cock while removing the water, it may lead chance to vacuum inside the boiler and may cause implosion.
Mm. Can you explain in more detail, like how explosion will happen if the air vent?
Implosion, right?
Yeah, implosion will happen.
Okay. So we know that steam is present inside the boiler. While we turn off the boiler, the steam may condense and form water. If we do not open the air vent cock, what happens is that the steam condenses to form water, and the steam, 1 liter of water is equal to 1,726 liters of steam.
Yeah, or you
So
can say the volume of steam is 1000 times greater than the
uh,
water.
yeah, so that much space become vacant inside. That means it become vacuum inside. And if we do not open the valve, it remains vacuum and it causes implosion. If we open the valve, the air from outside comes inside and fill the vacuum, and it becomes safe.
Yeah.
That's how it's
Yeah.
necessary.
Sanjay, do you want to explain how implosion happen? Okay, anyone? Sanjay, if you know how implosion happen, so can you explain? Vishnu is correct. Yeah. So anyone who want to explain in better way?
So it may be between of steam hammering,
Steam hammer. Yeah, steam hammer is different, but implosion is different.
but that phenomena will happen in when we do not open the air vent cock and the boiler is shut down and we want to use the boiler again. And if we don't, what we can say, open the air vent cock, the air inside will convert it into water. And when we start the boiler, the steam
How
is get
air
inside the
how
boiler
how air convert into the water?
because of the condensation. If the consider
Steam
we have
convert.
stopped the boiler, huh?
Steam will convert into the water, no? Not air.
Steam will, oh, sorry, steam will convert into water. And so that water is present inside a boiler. And when we start the boiler again, so steam, the new steam will come inside the boiler because of the pressure difference and temperature difference. The steam is quickly converted into water, and that part contents of steam will convert it into vacuum, and that water will strike on the wall or any backward point that will be known as the steam hammering.
Actually, steam hammering must basically happen in the bend area, U shape.
Yes, U shape where the water can accumulate.
Accumulate. That's why we use steam separator and steam trap. So, okay, I will try to explain implosion. Uh, we know that when we stop the boiler, the steam present in the boiler will condense and convert into the water. When we again use the boiler, and the new steam will come in contact with the water and it condense. So we can see that we know that the volume of steam is 1000 times greater than the water. So when the steam uh, come in contact with water and it condense, that time it decreases its volume 1000 times. So because of sudden change of pressure and volume, the vacuum will create. You know, vacuum will create when the sudden change in volume and pressure of a steam. That's why vacuum is created. And vacuum means there is no pressure. So when we open the air vent cock, the atmospheric the air will enter into the boiler, so it will not completely vacuum. Okay, so that's why in this way we can prevent the implosion of boiler. So and another is when the vacuum is created, it means the inside the boiler is zero pressure, and outside the boiler have 1 bar atmospheric pressure. That's 1 bar implode the boiler in this way. So that's why we need to open the air vent cock while operating or while emptying. Okay. So Deepak, Ajinkya and Vishnu said same, but I just want to know that how vacuum is created. So vacuum is created because of sudden change of pressure and volume. Okay, that's why.
Okay.
Next is what is a scum valve? What is a scum valve?
Scum valve is used to remove the floating debris from the water in boiler.
Yeah, foams, foams and oils that float on the surface of water.
Okay.
And the steam stove valve,
It is used to control the steam flow from the boiler to the main pipe.
and the blow off cork.
Blow off cork is usually used during emptying of the boiler to discharge mud, scale, and other sediments.
Sediments. Yeah. So we have done with mounting. So now let's move to the accessories. So what are the accessories and their function? Okay, why we need accessories? Can we use boiler without accessories?
If accessories are not used, the efficiency of boiler will decrease.
But it will work.
Yes.
So what are the accessories?
Boiler accessories are feed pump, uh, economizer, air preheater, superheater, then steam separator, steam trap.
These are the accessories. So what is economizer? And you know we all use accessories with the we use exhaust gases to uh, to increase the efficiency of boiler. Economizer, air preheater. We all use exhaust gases of the boiler. So what is economizer? What are the function of economizer?
Economizer is a device that is used to preheat the, I mean, heat the feed water uh,
By using exhaust flue
by
gases.
using flue gases. Yes.
Yeah. And the air preheater. Air preheater is also used to preheat the air which is used to which is helps to in combustion. And superheater is used to increase the temperature of the uh, temperature of the steam without increasing its pressure. And what is a steam trap and a steam separator?
So it is used to discharge the condensate or non-condensable gases.
Yeah. And what is a steam separator? Separate the water droplets from the steam without letting the steam escape. Okay. Now question is might be asked in interview. Can we use tap water in boiler? Can we use tap water in boiler?
I don't know.
We cannot use tap water because tap water has TDS, total dissolved solids. If we use it may the formation of you know scalings on the tubes and corrosion will happen. So we do not use tap water. The reason TDS, total dissolved solids. So what kinds of water we use in boiler? We use nominal pH value. The nominal pH value of water should be between 7 to 9. So that kinds of water we use. That is good for boiler. And another question is what happen if we use too acidic or too alkaline water in boiler? What happen? Too acidic or too alkaline water?
Too
Corrosion will
acidic
take
or
place.
too acidic or too alkaline water may cause corrosion.
Corrosion is scaling and formation of precipitate. These are the reasons. So we cannot use too acidic, too alkaline. So the what kinds of we use between 7 to 9 pH value. Slightly alkaline. Okay. Now what types of boiler we use on ships? What types of boiler we use on ships?
Water tube boiler and smoke tube boiler.
Yeah, both are used. So can you explain where we use water tube and where we use fire tube?
So water tube boiler are used to give the highest maximum vapor pressure, steam pressure with low amount of time. So where we need the high steam use. So where at that part we can use the water tube boiler like crude oil ships.
Yeah, you can say in big ships we use water tube boiler and in small we use fire tube boiler. And the efficiency of water tube boiler is more as compared to fire tube boiler. We can say
Fire tube
that
boiler.
in our old time we use fire tube boiler, not water tube boiler. Now we use water tube boiler. In past time in a steam engine we use fire tube boiler, na? So it's not much efficient. That's why we use water tube boiler nowadays. It's more efficient. And the big ship we use water tube boiler, and the small we use fire tube boiler because of high pressure and high efficiency. Large vessels. What are the use of steam on ships, on board ships?
What are
What
the
are
use of?
use of steam on ships, on board ships?
On board ship, the steam is used to heat the fuel oil, to heat the water for bathing, to heat the accommodation.
Yeah, to heat fuel oil and lube oil, because the fuel oil have viscosity is around 13 cs. But for working we need to 130. We need to heat at 130 degrees Celsius to reach its viscosity. That's why we need to heat fuel oil and lube oil also. And cleaning and to heat the accommodations, uh, and for to take shower we use the hot water. So many use of steam on ships. So I have done with all the questions. If you have any questions, please ask. I will try to cover in next session if not possible to clear it here. If you have question you can ask, so if not, so we will end up with the session.
Sir, in ship, water tube boiler is used for which applications? For what?
Huh? Can
In
you
ship,
explain?
water tube boilers are used for what purposes?
Like if I said the water tube boiler is used for large vessels, and the fire tube boiler is used for small vessels. So the use are same, but the where we know the large vessels need more amount of uh, steam and higher efficiency and high pressure. So that's why we use water tube boiler. If the requirement is this, as per the requirement we use. No,
Okay,
the
okay, sir.
we use steam to for propulsions.
Yeah.
What are the chemical used in feed water? I don't know, bro. What kinds of chemical used in feed water? Actually, I am not sir. I am a student just like you. We are here to help each other. So shall we end the session?
Just one more doubt. How this steam hammering and the implosion is different from each other?
Steam hammering.
Yeah.
Actually, hammering happen. Steam and water hammer both happen. Water hammer is different. Sorry, steam hammer is happen in bend area. You can see the U shaped when the steam comes and it condense and stay in the bottom of the bend area. So where the steam hammering take place. So the phenomena is same. There is a steam pipeline and inside has a steam. And when we shut the boiler, so what happens is the steam in the pipe get condensed and convert into the water. And again we turn on the again we operate the boiler. Uh, the new steam when come from this place, pass through this place, it will condense. It will condense with the water, the condenses with the condensate. What happens is we know that the vacuum will create there. When the vacuum will create the steam in the previous steam will come from the the new steam come to fill come in rush to fill that vacuum, when the vacuum is created. So the new steam come with full rush to fill that area. So when it come with full rush with high velocity, it keeps all the water in with high velocity and strike on the bending area. So that will hammer the bending area. So that is steam hammering, and we can say that the water hammering also takes place.
Okay. Okay.
If you not got it, I will try to explain again. No.
I just know how the steam hammering, of course, that is clear. But then difference from that of the implosion.
Implosion implosion, like there is a drum, the boiler drum. So when boiler drum do not have, uh, steam hammering happen in the where we send steam from boiler to that area, so it happen in pipeline. And implosion happen in the drum when the water condensed. So because of vacuum created in it, so the low pressure then the atmospheric pressure created. So that's the atmospheric pressure, implode the boiler.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Mir, can you once again explain what is steam separator and steam trap?
Steam separator and steam trap. Steam separator is used to separate the water droplets from the steam, and steam trap is a automatic valve that filter out the condensate or non-condensate air without letting the steam escape.
Okay, okay.
Actually, many people know the steam separator. Steam separator or steam trap, we separate the condensate water from the pipeline to avoid hammering. That's why we use separator to separate the condensate water, so the new steam will pass will not condensate. That's why we use now.
Okay. And can you tell the boiler mountings in the correct order from top to bottom or from bottom to top?
uh, we can say first is feed check valve,
Okay.
and then water level indicator to measure the feed, and above is pressure gauge to measure the pressure of steam. Then we use uh, fusible plug, after that safety valve, air vent cock, scum valve, then down steam stop valve, and blow off cork.
Okay.
Hello, bro. What is the reason why we use slightly alkaline water in boiler?
The reason is if we use acidic or uh, uh, acidic or base water, the formation of precipitate happen inside on the boiler tube surface, or corrosion will happen. These are the reason. So that's why the manufacturer know what kinds of pH value is best to avoid corrosion. We can see that at home we use heater. We can see that there are white particles stick on it. So that are the precipitate and corrosion happen. And it will if we will not use if we it will stay on the surface of the tubes, so it will prevent the pass of heat, transfer of heat from the tube to the water. So that's why it's not happen. We use slightly alkaline, which is between the 7 to 9. Sanjay is asking what is pH of tap water. pH value of tap water. I don't know what is the pH value of tap water. We can search on YouTube, on Google. Let's see.
pH water of tap water may differ from places to places. No.
Yeah. No, so I think the pH value has set for human comfort. I think 6.5 and 8.5 between. Neutral pH is 7. So we use neutral now. Water has a neutral pH of 7. Neither acidic nor basic. We do not use acidic or base. We use neutral.
Okay.
So if you do not have questions, we can end up. That's why I said if you have questions, ask. Before yesterday, I text in the group. Without question, it should not look good. So we can go. Shall we end up the session?
Yes, bro. Then it's no question.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.